The last month and a half, I had been in the interview process for a really popular skincare company called Do Skincare, and it was for their videography and video editing job. This was an in-house job with a six-figure salary. It was through a referral of a friend of mine named Maddie. They've been a DP for Beyonce's Renaissance Tour, Cowboy Carter Tour, new movies that have been in Tribeca. They are so skilled and talented in videography and filmmaking and video editing that to be referred to a job with their graces was so scary for me. Truth be told, like I know my worth when it comes to like photography and especially event photography, but to be in a video editing space for a commercial brand felt to me like a full circle moment. 5 years ago, I left a receptionist job to be a full-time creative and photographer. And now I was about to come back full time and have an in-house six-figure job. I had a meeting with a recruiter. About 2 days before the meeting, I made the decision because I had no beauty commercial skincare experience. I had done commercials campaigns before in the photography, and I have done videography for New York Times, but I had not worked in the commercial space as a videographer. And I also knew, like, fuck it, I know I can do this. I decided to buy one of their products, Do Air Skin Plumper, which is like a moisturizer, which I'm wearing right now, and I think it's doing a good job. I went onto my front stoop at 6 in the morning the next day and filmed a 30-second campaign.
I want to be with you in the morning when you rise to start another day. I hope to be with you, hope to feel life grow, living with your love along the way. I want to laugh with you, I want to laugh, live with you, want to make you smile. We'll go together, we will grow.
Well, they can't say that I don't have initiative and that I wouldn't make something with a fast turnaround time that still looks cinematically appealing and pretty. My first interview with my recruiter, I realized, was just like me saying, oh yes, I want to work full time. Yes, that salary looks good. And yes, I'm free for another interview. And reminding you, I had not been in this circumstance interviewing for a full-time position in like 5 years. So this was all so new to me as a freelancer. And I realized how much larger my imposter syndrome was because of that. She confirmed with me at a next round interview. And this was with the creative director, who originally was the creative director for Glossier's whole beauty revamp campaign. It was really impressive and it was very intimidating. So I did my research. Funny enough, their style was kind of similar to mine. And so I thought I could maybe get that. And when I say I could maybe get that, I mean I had multiple breakdowns when I was crying to multiple people saying, I can't get it, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But that's why it's important to have a village of people that are gonna hype you up and say, just go for it. Because that's what I did. I just went for it. So my first experience talking to the creative director is, first I realized they don't actually read your resume. They're juggling so much. They didn't read my resume or know my background. So I, in real time, had to get comfortable with hyping myself up, which I'm surprised not good at. It's very uncomfortable to gas myself up and try to convince someone to pick me, choose me. Like, it is so uncomfortable for me. I just either want to present and you see it in me, or it just doesn't work out. But to have to convince people was very new and uncomfortable, but it is very much so a part of the job process, the job applying process. In real time, I'm realizing, oh, you didn't review my resume. Let me figure out how to convey that I worked for the New York Times and that I do photojournalism, and I've also done their video work. And I haven't done beauty skincare. However, I've done Peloton, Under Armour. Also reminding myself not to cower in fear that I didn't do so much video for these brands as mostly photography. So how did you relay that information with confidence, but also in the back of your mind, fighting against imposter syndrome on the highest scale? And then the creative director told me that what they were looking for was a long form documentarian style filmmaker who could create work that was inspirational, that was news-oriented, and that would connect beauty skincare with real-world events, and to help inform people on breaking down the myths of skincare and providing insight and information about this wonderful product. I gagged. I said, oh my God, I can literally do this. Did you know that I teach social ethics of photography and filmmaking? How do you connect with communities without exploiting them? How do you provide historical information without exploiting these communities that it centers around? I'm your girl. In that moment, I realized how perfect this job was for me and how much more I wanted this job. And so I couldn't read this person's face when I was interviewing with them. It felt nearly impossible. And I ended the call and I was shaking because I had all this caffeine in me as well as adrenaline. And an hour later, I got a call from my recruiter that said they loved you, they want to move you forward to the next round. Gagged, could not believe it. It was happening. Now I was having an interview with the art director, and that interview was having a conversation about how I connect with and work in a team environment. How well do I receive information and take information well? Each round felt closer and closer with this is for me. I met with the social media director who was there the longest, and that's whose work I was making work inspired by. And again, I had to send out my little video to each one because they didn't look at it, because of course they're juggling 8,000 other things. I was getting more and more comfortable with the practice. And then I got asked to come into the office to share a portfolio review from a conception of an idea into a deliverable asset and what that process was like. Remember, I did not have a actual example with a commercial campaign. And so what did I do? I created the entire pitch deck and the social media campaign strategy of my documentary, In These Hands, the Black Birth Workers documentary. I created that entire deck about how that social media campaign came into fruition, into concept, and how it was delivered and what was the results. And honestly, they were so impressed. It was breaking down from content calendar that my friend Nick made for me, because my mind is kooky and I don't know how to fully structure my brain into disciplined material. And I was able to show the results of how Queen Latifah followed us and reshared our information, and how a content creator was influenced by our work and wanted to make an entire campaign on behalf of us in order to help us further our campaign along. And then I followed the second deck with the Do Skincare stills that I photographed, the 30-second campaign that I made, as well as a 15-second videos of their product that they can use in like a quick blip. They were so engaged that they thought they actually made the Do Skincare products that I photographed. They thought that was already their assets, but no, I just made it on my own innovation. I left that interview feeling confident and inspired that I could actually change the trajectory of my life and my self-confidence. I looked back at all of the times where I felt small and I had people who said they were close to me and they were my friends, kind of wishing for my downfall, and feeling like that was fuel for me that I can actually make a change in my life. My last interview was with the founder, Charlotte, who is a really smart and stimulating person who clearly has a big vision of where they want their company to go. And I mostly took a backseat to honestly listen to her knowledge about cultural and social engagement and how the demographics are feeling the weight of the administration today and how inspired and frustrated and angry she is. I really gave her space just to vent, but also engage with her that I know what she's talking about. I can relate to her, and let me bring it back to you of how I can be an asset to your team. I ended that conversation and each conversation with an email thanking them, and then radio silence for 2 weeks, and then another week. So 3 weeks total of not hearing anything back after I had these back-to-back interviews that got me closer and closer to this job. And then I found out that I didn't get the job. Aww. That there was no critiques or feedback they had for me, and they loved me. They thought my passion and energy was engaging, and they thought I worked so well with the team. and they were connected to my talent. The only difference was they wanted to go with someone who had a slight more experience in the beauty campaign space, which makes so much sense. I even had a direct email from Charlotte, the founder, who said they were interested in possibly contracting me or freelancing, where I can help them with their docu-form, episodic, long-form YouTube channel, etc. And I followed up, and I will continue to follow up to make sure that happened. But I have to be transparent that was so disheartening to find out that I didn't get this job. I gave it my absolute all. I put my own money down, my own concepts down. It just wasn't the right fit. And now I'm in this space where I'm licking my wounds and I'm feeling like I don't know what the next direction is. That I have this inkling, this calling that video and video editing and content development is something that seems to be more engaging with me. And like, I love educating and sharing my personal experience to help other photographers connect with their own work and their own communities and to follow their own path. And it feels like this is the next step for me to move toward that will also help build my video editing skills and my cinematography skills. And it also feels like fear and paralysis and stagnation and doubt. Can I actually do this? And then I asked myself how much pressure I'm putting on myself. Remember when we were in high school or we were in middle school and we just like made things because we wanted to make things because it excited us? It didn't have to do with survival or getting to the next level or building your portfolio. It just meant I'm really excited by this idea and this creativity and I just want to do it. I feel as if I'm being asked to step back into that place, to step back into that non-judgment free zone of curiosity and creative flow that doesn't have to do with acquiring the next thing. It's actually what it has to do with building community and having a second chance at what building a platform looks like because it's authentically me. And so this is my attempt to do so. This is my attempt to promise not only you, those that stay consistent and paid as subscribers and as patrons, I care and I want to provide you information that's going to help you. And I also want to promise myself that I'm going to listen to what my soul needs in this moment, which is a space of expression and engagement, upliftment with humor and vibes and fucking up and having grammatical errors and giving my best foot forward raw, but also edited because I'm trying to explore that and be better at that and just see what happens. And I promise you and myself that I'm going to put as much heart into this as I did with that Do skincare. All right, that's me, and let's do this.